going on, guys? Welcome back to Hippo Supercoach, and tonight we have our round 10 Friday night review. So, interesting game. Obviously Port winning. It was a close game, and it really seesaw-y kind of game. It was very strange. Like, I feel like each quarter was dominated by the opposite team. But yeah. So Butters, let's talk about Butters. 183, just ridiculously good game from him, and he's got to come onto the radar. Now it's an exclamation point. Like, he just looked so good tonight, uses it so well, tackles, kicks goals. Like, he was just everything. He looks in the best shape of his life, or his career, I should say. And I think, yeah, he's got to come in. I don't know how he's going to be 600k, but he has to come in at some point because he's just too good. Even as a midfielder, I think what he's producing, obviously having DPP is just a bonus, but just what he's producing is just ridiculous. He looks like the Brownlow medalist, to be honest. Connor Rosie, I think he got a bit lucky with some scaling at the end, just because he had obviously that clutch goal. He was playing well. I think he was on track for like a ton or maybe like a 105, but yeah, obviously fair bit of scaling on those clutch points in that last quarter. So really happy he got to 140. It's a good start to the week. Horn Francis played really well, so anyone that held him, I think that's a really good score. Don't know about cash gen, but just in terms of just having a good on-field score, I think he'll get better as the year goes on, but I don't know. It just seems like their midfielders are just playing so well at the moment. Horn Francis, Rosie and Butters, it seems like they're like the locks. And then like your Drews and your Wines, like they can sort of rotate all together. But those three young guns are just beasts. Dylan Williams, 87. My God, this guy is the biggest miss ever for 99% of Supercoach. Wow. If Kenny Hinkley didn't screw us over and make him the sub that one game, we all would have had him. All would have had a lot of cash gen, and now we're stuck with Sincotta, who got dropped. Who we thought was going to be, yeah, anyway. Boak subbed out. Nothing really to talk about there. I think that's pretty much all Port discussed. Nothing else really relevant. Moving on to Melbourne, so Clayton Oliver 113. I ended up not trading him in, so I'm happy. I think 113 is a very awkward score. It's still a good score, no doubt, but it's a bit awkward for a VC. I don't think I would take a 113. It's really close though. I think 116, 117 I'll probably take. I don't know, but yeah, I don't. It's a hard one. And then Petrarca 112. So I think he really clutched up. He was looking like a very, very bad game from him, and he just clutched up with some really big points in those last two quarters. But yeah, I just think Petrarca, like, I still don't trust him fully. I'm not mad I don't have him. I think his price will come down. He's playing better opposition. He did score well tonight, but I just feel like it wasn't, like, he's had some really big possessions in big moments of the game, and I feel like they scored him pretty well for that. But yeah, in terms of Clayton Oliver, hopefully he can come down a little bit. Hopefully Aish goes to him next week. And yeah, like, he's still such a safe pick. Like, I think Drew put some time into him in the last quarter, and it sort of slowed him at the stoppages. But yeah, kind of happy they didn't go too big. Chandler, if you held him, probably a good decision. 82 is a really good on-field score for rookies at the moment. He will lose some money, but not too much. So once that 30 is out of his system, his break-even resets. I don't think he's got that much money to gain, or much more money to gain, but still probably a decent enough amount, especially with the next few at the MCG. And we know he has a better record at the MCG. I don't know if that stat is fully important. It might just be like a coincidence stat. I don't know at this point. But yeah, Gorn 75. Wow, he was lucky to get that. He looked terrible. I really hate watching him play. He flops so much. Him and Grundy, they flop all the time. When they don't flop, they actually get like the ball and they'll get a clearance. It's like Gorn just throws his body all over the shop and just plays for frees. I fucking hate it. So Max Gorn, stop playing like a little bitch. Anyone else relevant? Ben Ruin 58. I think he gave away some pretty costly free kicks not in the crunch time, and I think that's what hurt him. But I mean, you take a 58, I guess. Do you field that? Probably not. I don't know. It's not the worst bench score. Cozzy Pickett 35. Oh my God, people were talking about bringing him in. Jake Bowie subs. That's pretty much it. In terms of my trades, pretty confident with the Golden Internet Dacos VCC. I'm bringing in Laird and Humphrey. I did flirt with the idea of Oliver and Sharp, but I just think Humphrey's too important not to get. only just because I did say he was a trap, and I think he still could be a massive trap, but the buy is like the main factor with him, and the job security. Sharp just doesn't have that job security. I know Fagan came out and said he liked it, but I just can see already Sharp plays one bad game, bye-bye. Wilmot goes to the wing, Rich comes back in. Even if Sharp doesn't play bad, I feel like that's going to happen. So that's my gut feel. I think Sharp won't last, and yeah, that's the reason I've gone Humphrey instead, who there's no point not playing him. You know, high draft pick, playing pretty well. Obviously, he's had some bad games, no doubt, but yeah, hopefully he can get some cash making for us, or some cash gen running for us, because we need it at this point. But yeah, that's my trades. I'm hoping Laird I feel like he can really bounce back. I think every game he's just had a different sort of issue, whether it's been a tag, whether it's been he can get a knock or a calf. Like, he's just been a bit unlucky, I think, and I think it's time for him to really start pumping out big scores. I know he can do it. The tackle numbers are really good. It's just the disposals, and he can get that up very easily. So could wait a week on Laird because he's got the 140 break even, but I'm really confident he can bounce back. So that's my trades for this week. I hope everyone has a good week, and I'll see you at the end of tomorrow night.